Personal log, Dark Knight's food. Reviews. Gotham City is cloaked in its usual veil of darkness tonight, a canvas of shadows and flickering lights. With the rogues gallery uncharacteristically quiet, perhaps plotting their next elaborate schemes, I find myself with a rare moment of downtime. Alfred has been urging me to take some time for myself, to engage in something mundane, to balance the extraordinary demands of my nocturnal activities. Despite my lingering reservations about Pizzahut, stemming from that unforgettable catering fiasco at the Wayne Enterprises corporate event, where they delivered anchovy pizzas instead of the gourmet selection we requested, I decided to give them another chance. After all, everyone deserves a second opportunity to make things right. Besides, their new offering piqued my curiosity: the Pizzahut Cheeseburger Melt. The Cheeseburger Melt is a hybrid creation, much like the papadilla I tried earlier, a folded-over pizza attempting to capture the essence of a cheeseburger. It's an ambitious endeavor, blending two iconic foods into one. Given my penchant for gadgets that serve multiple purposes, I can appreciate the innovation, even if my past experiences with Pizza Hut have been less than stellar. I placed the order anonymously, ensuring that Bruce Wayne's identity remained concealed. The delivery arrived promptly, which was a pleasant surprise. Alfred accepted the package, arching an eyebrow ever so slightly, a subtle reminder of the catering debacle that had left us both questioning Pizza Hut's reliability. Unwrapping the cheeseburger melt, the aroma was immediately enticing. A mix of seasoned beef, melted cheese, and the tangy scent of pickles and special sauce. It's substantial, yet manageable, much like navigating my dual identity. The first bite was a complex experience. The crust was crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, serving as a sturdy foundation similar to the Batmobile's reinforced chassis. The seasoned beef was flavorful, evoking the hearty satisfaction of a classic cheeseburger. The melted cheese pulled away with each bite, reminiscent of the intricate connections in Lucius Fox's technological marvels. However, the inclusion of pickles and special sauce within a pizza context was unconventional. The tanginess of the pickles clashed slightly with the rich tomato sauce, creating a dissonance not unlike one of the Riddler's more convoluted puzzles. It's as if the cheeseburger melt is experiencing an identity crisis, straddling the line between pizza and burger without fully committing to either. As I continued, I noticed the onions and diced tomatoes attempting to harmonize the flavors, but they couldn't fully bridge the gap. It reminded me of Harvey Dent's struggle between his two selves, neither fully dominating, both in constant conflict. The special sauce was generously applied, its sweetness overpowering at times. It brought to mind the Joker's chaotic antics, over the top and hard to ignore. While the sauce is essential in a cheeseburger, within the confines of a pizza crust, it felt misplaced, much like poison ivy at a botanical garden fundraiser hosted by an oil company. Reflecting on the past, the memory of the catering mishap lingered. The disappointment of that event was echoed in this meal, a promising concept that fell short in execution. It's a lesson I've learned time and again. Even with the best intentions, without precise execution, the results can be underwhelming or even disastrous. Just ask any Gotham villain whose elaborate plan was foiled by a simple oversight. Nutritionally, the cheeseburger melt is indulgent. It's the kind of meal that would give even Superman pause, though his metabolism could probably handle it without issue. For someone who needs to maintain peak physical condition, consuming this regularly would be ill-advised. I made a mental note to add extra time to tomorrow's training regimen, perhaps a few additional circuits in the Batcave's obstacle course. Comparing this to the papadilla, the latter seemed to embrace its identity more confidently. The papadilla knew it was a folded pizza and played to its strengths. The cheeseburger melt, however, feels torn between two worlds, much like I often am. But unlike my carefully managed duality, this fusion didn't achieve the desired synergy. On a positive note, the meal did provide a momentary distraction from the weight of responsibility, a brief interlude where the biggest challenge was deciphering the flavor profile of a hybrid pizza rather than unraveling one of Scarecrow's fear-toxin-induced nightmares. Perhaps Pizza Hut's cheeseburger melt is an acquired taste, or maybe it's simply a misstep in their culinary journey. Innovation requires risk, and not every experiment yields success. It's a concept I understand well. Even some of my own gadget prototypes have failed spectacularly before leading to breakthroughs. In conclusion, while the cheeseburger melt was an interesting experience, it didn't quite resonate with me. It serves as a reminder that sometimes sticking to one's strengths is the wiser path, a lesson many in Gotham could stand to learn. I think I'll give Pizza Hut some time before considering another venture into their experimental offerings. As I finish this entry, an alert flashes on the Bat computer. Unusual activity detected at the Gotham Museum. It appears Catwoman couldn't resist the allure of the newly acquired Panther Diamond. Time to don the cowl and step back into the night. But perhaps I'll swing by a diner afterward for a classic cheeseburger, the kind that knows exactly what it's supposed to be. End of log.